Hi everybody, this is Blossom. Now this is again a video for spellcraft or a healing spell in this case that I do with the Willow. You may have seen the video before about the Willow in the Ogham. Now I use its energy for a healing spell. As I mentioned in the other video, I used the energy of the Willow to do this spell because my husband was in the hospital, and yeah, that's not a fun thing, and you really want them to get well very fast. And there we go. First I will show you just what I used. Yeah, well, I just do that. So for this spell you can see I have leaves of the willow tree. This is from my own willow tree in the garden. I asked permission. Then you can see I have rose petals and also salt. In the next two jars I have rosemary and lemon balm. And here you can see the Ogham stave with the willow. Then a bit of lavender right next to it. Then I also have a hex stone that I did not especially use for the spell, but I cleansed it as well and took it with to the hospital to hang over his bed. And then also the rainbow obsidian heart left. So before I start doing this spell, I will not talk you through this spell, I will just show you. This is a very personal spell. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. That's just the way how I did it. I'm not saying that's how you do a general healing spell. It's just what I did. Everything that is on the table comes from my garden, so I did take care of it, and there is already a very healing and nurturing energy in it. So let me just do that. I will just start and just tell you that I use some incense here to clean the area. Whoops, well, that's more than expected, that's fine. And also a bit of sage. So first we clean the area. By the way, this is a willow wand. Now, and for the rest, you will just see what I'm doing. above, so below. Heal his spirit, heal his soul. Come together, nature, spirits, mind and body shall be whole. Lord of the thriving forest, heal his wound that pain may cease. Lady of the silvery waters, send us love and bring us peace. After the spell work is done, I also left offerings. Here I left offerings in my stone circle. So there's a tradition here to leave honey in the east, ale in the south, water in the west and milk in the north. But I also left other offerings, for example, food from my garden. So that's it. I used water for the connection with the willow instead of burning it or working with air. I kind of work with air as well. But I don't go into many details because I think spell work is something you have to experience your own. You have to make up your own spells or crafting or however you want to call it. I don't even know if I call it spell crafting. It is what the herbs means to you that you put in, what water means to you in this case. Be aware with which plants or trees you work, what do they mean to yourself, and then use them and try to craft something. And because there were actually there were a lot of tears in there as well. I think everybody can imagine that. And but it helped. I mentioned it before as well. He's home, he's well, he's just, exhausted and he needs to take it a bit slower, but in general he's fine. And that was my spellcraft for the willow. I will not do it with every tree, as I think I want to come up with my own stuff that I actually do, and I am not somebody who does spells all the time. So I will do the videos whenever the necessity comes up to do something like that. And I hope this was helpful. Again, this is not, like I said before, this is not, you have to do it this way. This is just my way of doing it. And it worked, so I'm happy about that. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful day. Much love and blessings, and bye bye.